Greetings from Tromaville. Hello everyone at the Frameline Film Festival. I am the Toxic Avenger, and I'm here with a very special message from Lloyd Kaufman, president of Troma Entertainment and creator of the Toxic Avenger, me. Press play.
Is this thing on? Okay. Yeah, you are one fucking sexy bitch. Yeah. Okay, now, hold on now. You just get this. Right, here we go. Ready? And welcome man, cabaret, cabaret. Din da da, din da da, stranger, stranger.
Excuse me, I am so sorry. I'll fast forward through this part.
I believe this is Lloyd Kaufman's audition tape to break into gay pornography. So if anyone has any leads, help Uncle Lloydie out.
Here we go. A special message from Lloyd Kaufman.
Greetings from Tromaville. I'm Lloyd Kaufman, and I'm coming to you live via satellite from the world-famous Troma building, where I'm now editing Troma's new masterpiece.
Return to Newcomb High Volume 2.
I felt that your event
Vegas in Space at the Frameline Film Festival
was much too important to ignore. Yes, without people like
Peaches Christ, Michael Verratti, Phillip R. Ford.
The world would just be full of corporate bullhunky and conspiracy of elites on a daily basis. That is why Troma Entertainment is always there to lend its full support, especially when there's an event like
Vegas in Space at the Frameline Film Festival.
And you want to know why?
Vegas in Space at the Frameline Film Festival
is my personal
favorite event of all time. It's because
the talented cast and crew of Vegas in Space
exemplifies all that's good about
musicals, astronauts, and drag queens.
And of course,
interplanetary space travel.
I also regret that I am unable to visit the great city of
San Francisco.
Because this great city of
San Francisco
is my
personal second home. I could also go on and on about how great
running naked in Golden Gate Park
it truly is, but I wouldn't want to bore you, and you know all about it. So in closing, let me apologize yet once again for not being able to personally attend this incredibly wonderful event called
Vegas in Space at the Frameline Film Festival.
And of course, I'd like to apologize for not being able to come and visit the greatest city in the world,
San Francisco.
Cut. You're making me look good, right? You know, I'm a filmmaker, right? So I gotta look good, right?
Absolutely.
One thing is, I don't want to look like a fool. I mustn't look like, right?
Oh, no.
Hey, did you get the film?
You just might have to do this.
Good evening, Victoria Theater. Welcome to Frameline 40, the San Francisco International Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Transgender, and Really Queer Film Festival. Thank you all for turning 40 with us this week. So we had a little facelift. We had a little logo redo, you might have noticed, so from our fabulous branding partners, Mucho. So thank you to Mucho for making us look even better at 40. I'm Kevin Schaub. I'm the program and hospitality manager, and I'm delighted to be able to play the straight man here tonight at perhaps the queerest thing we're showing this in these 11 days. So I'm so happy that we are having the 25th anniversary presentation of Vegas in Space. And this came out just as I first moved to San Francisco, so this kind of made me, so thank you. It made all of you the fabulously queer people you are in your own way, and I'm so glad we're all here to celebrate tonight. This festival, again, 11 days, 155 films, happens from a lot of love and more than 400 volunteers that help make this all happen. Please thank them with me. Yay. and our members and donors who help pay the bills to keep things going so we can have lots of glittery, fun things to do. We have parties, we have films, there's panels, retrospectives, because it's our 40th. We're going to look back and see what's happened. And tonight, really, I hope that this is a nice antidote to current events that have been happening in the last week. We can take a little respite, know where we've come from, know what we've been fighting for, and take a moment to really celebrate what we are. So thank you all for that. Of the 155 films that are playing, many of them are short films. Today's short filmmakers are tomorrow's fabulous feature filmmakers. So come see their shorts now while you can see them when they're still just here at the Victoria Theater. Perhaps I would suggest Monday night. There's one called Only in San Francisco, and you would all really, really like it. There's a short doc about Peaches Christ, is that her name? So that's in there. A Wig and a Prayer, see that. There's one about furries. There's Be Right Back, which is by the fabulous Hilda and Barbie, which is just really super twisted. Something about a glory hole. San Francisco stuff. So I'm going to stop now. Take a moment. Take out your cell phones, your popcorn makers, your microwave ovens, and shut them off. No lights or anything so we can all see this. And I'd like you to enjoy the 25th anniversary screening of Vegas in Space.
Hi, I'm Doris Fish, executive producer, art director, and star of Vegas in Space.
And I'm producer and director, Phillip R. Ford.
Welcome to the video teaser of Vegas in Space, the film that promises to be the cult sensation of the decade.
And we haven't had one yet.
Vegas in Space is a full-length feature in 2D, glamorama, and color, presently in the throes of what we in the biz call post-production.
It's an outer space adventure musical comedy dealing with glamorous, irrational behavior on an all-female pleasure planet in the 23rd century.
Set in the 60s.
Choosing not to compete with the overblown, high-tech science fiction films of today, Vegas in Space looks elsewhere for its inspiration.
It harkens back to a more innocent age, to the decade before men actually went into space.
It transcends the current trends and delivers a truly original package of easy-to-understand, no-hidden-meaning entertainment.
And it is a film that people really want to see. At our two recent jam-packed work-in-progress screenings here in San Francisco, over 85% of the audience loved it.
When asked what they thought of Vegas in Space, one viewer replied, "Like it? I loved it. You have succeeded in creating a world entirely of its own. It works."
And another respondent said, "I liked it very much. I'll see it over and over again."
And yet another ordinary filmgoer described it as hopelessly tacky and overacted, just great. The colors and sets were hilarious. Doris and Miss X are the two greatest performers of the 20th century. I've never seen anything like it before.
Don't you wish you'd been a part of this from the very beginning?
Well, it's not too late to join with us here at Fishford Films in bringing this high-concept, low-tech future blockbuster to a hungry public.
Although very near completion, we are circulating this sneak preview to encourage persons like yourself to consider this fantastic and unique investment opportunity.
We believe you'll like what you're about to see and look forward to your encouragement, feedback, or other contribution.
I only want to be your lover for a little while. There are so many other worlds I'd like to see. I know a little place called Vegas. Let's make love tonight. Tomorrow calls.
A night in Vegas with you, darling, would be lovely. But I'd be lost in space the moment you were gone. I'd want the time to last forever. From a satellite of pleasure, I can't face the dawn.
Was that you? And was that really me?
Two distant planets far as Jupiter and Mars.
And then boom! Those rockets up above. Your supernova kiss.
I simply fell in love.
Was that you? And was that really me?
Two distant planets far as Jupiter and Mars. And then boom! Those rockets up above. Your supernova kiss. I simply fell in love.
May the love light shine forever in this place. Another Vegas.
This island Vegas.
Forever Vegas in
Plug yourselves in.
Let's have cocktails.
Yeah, a Jupiter juice on dry ice. What about you?
Well, I guess I'll have the usual. A Saturn sling and a ring goblet.
Did you hear about the first drag queen of the moon?
No.
Her name was Miss Tang.
Thank you, everybody.
This is our late night love trip to Vegas in space. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly. The weather in Vegas is, of course, heavenly. Hope you've enjoyed flying with us. We've enjoyed serving you. Now plug yourselves in. We're about to land.
Are you sure the tourist not convinced? But the computer has the evidence. No need to report. The countdown starts. Watching in a trance. The crew is certain, nothing left to chance. All is working, trying to relax. Up in the capsule, simply up a dream. Jokes major time. The count goes on. 4, 3, 2, 1, and reload.
you personally to the Empress Nueva Gabor herself.
I'm so glad you had a safe touchdown. Please, follow me. Walk this way. Where do I begin? This planet is under a lot of stress. Tremors, gas fires, nightmares. No one has had a nightmare here in decades until now. And crime, it's skyrocketing. I myself am a victim of a heinous robbery. My Germanian gems have been stolen.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me. They can stimulate and tease me. They won't leave in the night. I've no fear that they might desert me. Diamonds are forever. Hold one up and then caress
Police Veneer is the prime suspect. She has been involved in many shady dealings throughout the cosmos. Our Queen of Police Veneer is the prime suspect. She has been involved in many shady dealings throughout the cosmos. Our Queen of Police Veneer is the prime suspect. She has been involved in many shady dealings throughout the cosmos.
No. Cut. This is positively uninspired. We're going to the edge of the galaxy, not a bathhouse. But really, no, I'm being unfair. Most of you were wonderful. You were great. There's really only one void here, and it's not the void of space. You're supposed to be Miss X, not Miss Extra Large. I don't know. Do you think they're ready for the film? Well, let me introduce you the fabulous Vegas and Space players. Our Dragolodites, Gia, Roxanne Rami, Michael Axelrod, Meredith, Rory Davis, who, I might add, is also the fabulous choreographer of the show, so give him another round of applause. As Tippy Sukasa. As Ginger Quest, Ray of Light. As the fabulous Doris Fish. No, I hate you. And the queen of the galaxy, mine and yours, Peaches Christ as Miss X.
And as Phillip R. Ford, let's hear it for Michael Varani, ladies and gentlemen. We couldn't do our opening drag tribute without having Phillip perform on stage as one of the queens. You know what I mean? So Michael here actually helped me co-produce this event along with Phillip and Frameline. So I wanted to thank Michael so much for all of his help putting it together. And once again, for all the drag queens who came out to pay tribute, thank you guys so much. You did such a great job. Let's hear it for these guys. Thank you. That's why I sort of like go like this, and then they know to leave. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, like Michael said, I'm Peaches Christ, and as many of you may know who are also fans of this film, I hosted a 15-year anniversary to the film 10 years ago, and it seems like only yesterday, and here we are celebrating the 25th anniversary of Vegas in Space. And I know the show started late. Don't blame the drag queens. We were ready. We were on time. It's not our fault. But we decided to put a big show together for you, so settle in, ladies and gentlemen. The movie will hit the screen eventually. But we knew that a lot of folks, there are people who've flown in from out of town. We knew that this was a special celebration, and we wanted to give it the tribute it deserves. So we're going to settle in for a nice show. And I did want to say just a few words personally. Most people in San Francisco know that I am in the business of cult movies, and I've talked about John Waters and Rocky Horror Picture Show. But there's a particular place in my heart for this film because I saw it on USA Up All Night with Rana Shear in Maryland. It's just a wee kid who hadn't started doing drag, and it blew my mind. Green drag queens? I couldn't believe it. So I, oh, there she is. There she is. Hi, Ginger. Yes, a true idol of mine. And so moving here to San Francisco, I started to meet the people in the movie, and I've been such a huge fan, and always in awe of what they accomplished making this movie. So it's my privilege to be here and help celebrate it tonight. So moving on, I know you guys are fans of this film. I can tell. We've got real fans.
So who here in the audience wants to go space surfing? Let's do it!
Shot rocket and a call of warning. Space surfing, here we come. I know it looks like a joker and the end is kind of sorting. Space surfing, here we come. Nothing on earth can catch up to me when I'm surfing in the sea of tranquility. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space surfing, here we come. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space surfing, we have fun. Surfing safari out to Alcatraz. Space surfing, here we come. As a space station to my favorite destination. Space surfing, here we come. I don't care what the weather will say. I'll be shooting the sun along the Milky Way. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space surfing, here we come. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space surfing, we have fun. I'm just a fast, far outer space ship.
I like to surf space surf till I get sick.
Listen here, now it's clear. Space surfing, the final frontier.
7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space surfing, here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space surfing, we have fun. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Check, check. Let's hear it for Ramona Fischer, ladies and gentlemen. One of the stars of Vegas in Space. And on fantastic backup vocals, Miss X and Connie Champagne. Thank you guys. More to come. And our fabulous Go-Go girls, thank you ladies. So everyone, is who's a fan of this film, really, has a favorite line, favorite performance, queen they identify with, and even though I am twice as large as she is, as was pointed out in Phillip R. Ford's introduction of me, just kidding, I told him to say that. I just, of course, loved the villain in this film and loved her performance so much. And what a fantastic performer and someone now I've met and got to know and just love as a person. And I'm thrilled she could be here. She came all the way from Arizona to join us here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring back to the stage the fabulous Miss X. Love your suit, the silver and blue, with the fez. It's gorgeous.
It's like a 1950s spaceship, don't you think?
Yes, I do. All right, we're gonna bring up our next special guest. Who's going to join us for an interview. As you know, the film could not be possible without a director who saw it all the way through, no matter how long it took. And this director was tireless and believed in these queens and believed in Doris and her vision, and he's the reason we're all here tonight. He made it happen. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give that big, warm proud San Francisco welcome to the writer and director of Vegas in Space, Phillip R. Ford.
A lady.
And fat jokes don't stop. All right.
Well,
we'll carry on. Let's have a seat and talk about Vegas in Space, shall we?
ladies first.
Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for being here.
All right.
Thank you for having us.
I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that this is happening, and also want to thank Frameline for putting it up and including
Thank
it in
you,
the
Frameline.
festival. So I know you guys have answered these questions, even when I've asked them before, lots of times. But you know, there might be some folks here who don't know the incredible story of how this movie was made. So could we start at the beginning? How did it get started?
Doris was definitely playing homage to Jane Fonda in Barbarella. She saw that movie and it just struck her where she lived. And so she flew to New York and bought rolls and rolls and rolls of fun fur. And that...
She said, I spent $1,000 on fun fur.
And that's of Day-Glo pigment. And came back and had a party. Vegas in Space. And she made everybody up who came to the party. And then we had another party, and that was, oh no, the first party was actually Vegas in a toilet. That's right. And we did numbers in our lounge room. And then she went to New York and came back with all that nonsense and put everybody in drag, and we did Vegas in Space. And once the house was decorated, she said, this is ridiculous. I'm not taking this down. Let's make a movie.
So the fun fur came before the script?
Yes.
Yes.
Can't you tell by the script? The fun fur's really good.
Form always preceded function.
Okay, so then, what point were you approached, Phillip?
Well, I met Doris through a school friend of mine, Lori Naslund, and at San Francisco State, I was a young film student, and I've been making films since I was 15, and I made a film in college called Roller Coaster to Hell, which some of you may remember. It was a hit. I was on Creature Features at the age of 20 with John Stanley. I said, I'm proud to announce I'm going into pre-production for my new feature film, Vegas in Space. And so basically, I got together with Miss X and Doris at It's Tops on Market Street in 1982. And Doris and X laid out this whole vision they had. The film came cast. The characters were laid out. Tippy was going to play this, and Ginger was going to play that, and they had the pink sky, and the whole concepts worked out that everyone is an empress, everyone is royalty. There are other, the whole people of color, the color coding. You'll notice in the film that the lower class people, the shop clerks, and the people from lower class planets don't have color. So there was all that. And so basically, I asked some practical questions about a budget and a schedule. And Doris said, I've got $5,000. So we started shooting in March of 1983. I was still in college. And I graduated that year, and I started a student film. And my friends here tonight, Robin Clark and Al Gonzalez, the director of photography and cameraman, I met through San Francisco State, and we started gluing up the fun fur in these 10 by 10 foot rooms in Doris and Ginger's flat on Oak Street. And we went from there.
Slut Central.
It's such an amazing thing to think about when you watch this movie tonight, that those sets, especially the spaceship sets and you know, the elaborate, blinking lights and all that. They're in a Victorian apartment that I walk by on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Like, how surreal is that? You cannot tell.
Everything is fake here.
Pinches, you should work with the city to have it declared a national landmark or something.
We should.
A plaque on 422 Oak Street.
It's kind of amazing, like that Victorian is still here, and so is its tops. So maybe, there's a magic you guys see.
I ate there today.
Did you? How are you feeling?
It's really good. Really good.
That reminds me of a joke, Doris was very spiritual. And with Tommy Pace once, she went to the harmonic convergence. Some of you remember that? And she came back and she said, on the way back from the harmonic convergence, we went to IHOP on Lombard, and then we waited for the colonic emergence.
Yes, we all know it. Okay. Not even gonna go there. But it's been a hard week. I can tell you that. I'm wearing a corset tonight. It's tough. Yeah. So,
but it's tops.
It's tops, yes. So you mentioned that you started shooting in 1983. So if we do the math, that's more than 25 years ago. A lot more than 25 years ago, right? So the premiere was in 1991. So from 1983 to 1991, what was that like?
Well, we'd get a little money together, and we'd shoot one weekend, all weekend. And
we didn't stop.
Yeah, no
Doris
stop.
slept on the set.
Just kept shooting and shooting and shooting, and then until we ran out of money, and then we'd have to get more money together. And Phillip, thank goodness, borrowed so much equipment from his college.
And money, some of which has not since been paid back, I've recently been reminded.
Oh dear.
So be it, everything in good time. Still working on that.
Well, tonight's not going to help.
No, not at all. And the black and white sequence was originally filmed in my front room on Market Street, right across the street from Beck's.
Oh,
actually,
really?
Yes. That was Slut Central.
The dream sequence.
The original Slut Central. And something happened. I don't know. But when we sent it to Monaco to be processed, the film all came back black.
Many things happen like that. So we had to shoot that again a year later. So there's the story, Peaches, that the film took 8 years to shoot. But in reality, it was a little over a year it took to shoot. We started in March of '83. And the last thing we shot was the black and white sequence at a little sort of punk rock venue at the time called The Farm at Potrero and Cesar Chavez. And that was the very last thing we shot, and it was really a pleasure. I think by then we knew what we were doing, and it's really my favorite part of the film. And so we got to do things a couple of times. Miss X, of course, wanted to capture the Joan Crawford vibe in the black and white, and Doris always said, we need some black and white in the middle so people can rest their eyes.
It's a nice break. Yeah.
Yeah. My personal complex.
Well, one of the things I just recently learned, being a fan and meeting these guys and asking, like, for many years, I met Timmy Spence first, who plays Dick Hunter in the movie.
Who really did not want to put up with all of that filming, which is why he died so early.
Originally Timmy was supposed to be in the movie more, is that correct?
I don't know about that.
I don't know. He said, I don't have time for this. I'm just gonna die, okay? Okay, well.
And, so I would ask Timmy questions, and there's always something new being revealed. And what I learned, I think it was today we were talking, we wanted to put the troglodytes in the show because I really love that the Queen of Police, she has this sort of monster, but do you guys know who played the monster? It was Tippy. Yeah, so I love those little tidbits that maybe the audience doesn't know.
She was so happy she didn't have to wear makeup.
Well, if you look at the shopping mall sequence, Ginger, which was shot continuously for 10 days with no break, all the extras who you see the back of their head are us. So when a shopper walks by with a green wig, it's Miss X or Ramona or me, just to create a crowd. So there were no extras, there were just backs of heads shopping in the shopping mall. We just used whoever was there.
Right.
Yeah, Doris would put on a wig and go shopping in the mall. She wasn't in that scene.
I think the mantra of the whole shooting schedule was speed and beer, speed and beer, speed and beer.
Well, now, Doris and Miss X, I don't want to paint everybody with abuse, did often offer ministrations for food and sleep, but they went unheard.
I love the idea that your like craft services was just speed and beer. You know, get back out there.
I was told to put a line item in the budget.
I didn't touch it.
That's great.
So then after you shot it, and then was it post-production where you needed to find
So
the money?
I got a lot of credit cards. I did the Spike Lee thing, you know. I got a ton of. I wish it was Spike Jones. It might have been easier. I got about 8 credit cards and maxed them all out.
My father won, I think, maybe $5,000 in the Irish sweepstakes, and he turned that. I'm not kidding. He turned that over.
Wow.
And there was Doris had Doris, as everyone knows, made her living as a male, as a call boy, as a prostitute, named Phil. That was his name, Phillip Mills. And as much as Doris Fish was a persona of extreme feminism, Phil was a persona of extreme masculinity. So we were often in the kitchen doing a production meeting, the phone would ring, and Doris would go, "Hello." About 8 inches. $100. Go, darling. And she'd go and do her trick and come back and give me a check for the
Cuzzy. She called them cuzzies.
But she did later quip, "No one ever told me you couldn't make a feature film on a prostitute's salary."
It's for these reasons that this movie is so San Franciscan. Really why we're so proud of it. I mean, I think the story of the making of it, and Phillip and I have talked about this before, to me is just so incredible and so fascinating. We're barely scratching the surface, but after the 15-year anniversary show we did, Phillip, you actually did create a really great blog that some folks might not know about, where Phillip actually wrote a lot of the story of the making of Vegas in Space with behind-the-scenes videos and great shots. So I don't know if you know the URL.
It's just the making of Vegas in Space.
There you go.
Google it, will come up. It's the only one there is.
Right. So Google that. I just wanted you guys to know because there's so much that we can't possibly touch upon in one evening. It's such a rich, long story.
In the internet age, in every age, you have to claim your own legacy and write your own history, because if you don't, no one else is going to write it for you. So I kind of wanted to get it all down there, you know. So, it could be recognized as it is tonight, because I can't tell you how thrilled and delighted I am that you have been such a booster for, since 1986, we're on this shoot.
Yeah.
I'm touched, really.
Well, I first saw it on USA Up All Night, then I found it at Tower Video, and obsessed over it and watched it a lot. So it's very surreal for me to be, doing this tonight. So I just...
And for me. Looking at myself.
It's like looking in a mirror, isn't it? I had to tell poor Timmy kept talking to me like I was you, and I said, "Timmy, it's me, Peaches, I swear." He was like, "X, do you remember that time?" And I'm like, "It's not me."
You're not as bitter as I was, though. I was so bitter.
Oh, it's so good.
Because I wasn't taking speed and beer.
Right. You were actually really exhausted. You needed a nap, yeah. So with what eventually happened is the movie got finished, and you had a grand premiere at the Castro Theater in 1991. So what were those final, what was that final run like when you were, you found someone who made a generous donation, is that right?
Essentially, yeah. We spent much of the 80s doing other stuff. We did theater, legitimate theater, we did Bad Seed. Doris Doris did The Balcony, and we did a bunch of shows at the 181 Club and at Lips Underground, and ended up doing stuff at the DNA Lounge. That was always going on, and I was always slightly anxious because I said, is this ever going to get done? You know, and I didn't know, you know, and around the time of The Bad Seed, we learned that Doris was ill and Tippy was ill, so it became a race for the clock, really. And yes, you're correct. On January 1st, 1991, there's a lovely lady who basically gave us the money that we needed to finish it. I was, you know, penurious myself. I walked down to Julie's Supper Club and had a martini with her, and I walked home at Mission Street with a check for $25,000 in my pocket. So at that point, we just rambled through it in 8 months. We shot the Neon. I went to Vegas with Robin. We did the whole sound design. We did the publicity and the sound mix. And it was booked for the Castro Theater that year in October. So at the same time, Doris and Tippy were becoming increasingly ill. And we did a fantastic tribute to Doris Fish in this theater. I'm sure many of you were here. Who That Bitch Think She Is, an all-star gala tribute to Doris Fish. And that was November 1990. For some reason I'm good with dates. And then Doris went back to Australia for the last time and came back to San Francisco. And she received a Cable Car Award as Entertainer of the Year, which we picked up for her. The last time I saw her was in May. I brought her her award, and we'd already been invited to the London Gay and Lesbian Film Festival, and I told her. And in the end, Doris passed away in late June, and Tippy passed away 6 weeks later, I believe in early August, and the film opened at the Castro Theater in October 11th, 1991.
It's just the ultimate, you know, tragic finale that they didn't get to be at the premiere. I mean, you can't deny the tragedy there. And that, again, makes it a very San Franciscan story because of what was happening. And their legacy is here in this movie. What a gift. I mean, what a great gift. You know?
They will live forever.
So we're going to move things along. Unfortunately, we're not able to continue with the interview all night long the way I'd want to. But the one thing,
kicked out.
The one thing I did want to say, much like Phillip on TV announcing he was going to make Vegas in Space, is that Phillip and I have been very seriously talking about him helping me someday make a movie about the making of Vegas in Space. So maybe we can do that.
That was really bold of you to share our dream with all these people.
You guys, I'm living the secret, so we're just putting it out there.
Just state your goal and it will happen.
That's what I kind of believe that. Hello. So yeah, there were a number of people who couldn't be here tonight.
That's right. So as we know, there are quite a few people who couldn't be here tonight. What we call the additional dialogue was voiced by 5 people in the film. Miss X and Connie Champagne, Pearl Harbor, who I reached out to, who could not be here tonight because of Father's Day, who's visiting her father. Lulu, who is here tonight. And someone who you'll all remember as well, with his performing partner, Boyd Converse. They appeared on stage with us as Ruby and Lottie. They were among Doris's favorites. They appeared with us at the final Slut to Go-Go show, the Slut to Go-Go All-Star Gangbang at the DNA Lounge in 1990. I'm sure many of you remember Michael Benbrook. And of course, someone you all know very well, who appears in the film as Mrs. Velour, Tommy Pace. And then finally, there are people that we all know and love, who appeared in the film as the Emperor's Noodles Nebula, our dear friend Arturo Alster. Someone who is a princess and an angel, on screen and off, Tippy. And of course, my mentor and collaborator and friend, the reason we're all here tonight, producer, executive, art director and star, Doris Fish. So, in memory of those friends, we've put together a little program that we're going to share with you now. The photo credits for those images belong to Robin Clark, Greg Foss, Sidney Goldfield, Jim Lucio, James Moss, Daniel Nicoletta, Rink, Rico Schwartzberg, Richard Pastor, Ken Toole, Eddie Troya, and the Doris Fish screen prints were colorized by Michael Wirtz. Thank you to all the photographers.
Thank God for all you community photographers. My goodness, we are grateful for all of you contribute. And Michael Wirtz, who did do the screen print coloring, what an amazing story. He found those screen prints in the trash and actually pulled them out and realized who they were.
Yes, sitting next to a dumpster. They were leaning up against the dumpster.
Just
it
out
was
there.
sheer luck that he came across all of those. There must have been, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them at least.
And he did such a beautiful job.
Made and Guthorn.
Where is Michael? Oh, hi, Michael. There's Michael. So I want to say, Michael Wirtz, when we knew we were going to do this special anniversary, I actually asked him if he would create a commemorative poster, and he did. And there are, yes, and have you seen it? It's amazing. It is so gorgeous.
I never looked so good.
It reminds me of the Vegas in Space ride at Disneyland. When you go through the tunnel, they have each ride illustrated.
It's so fabulous. And so there's a very limited supply here tonight that are being sold in the lobby. He hand-pulled them, and once they're gone, they're gone. They're $45 each. It's a steal. Grab yourself one. I'm not sure. We're going to have a credit card situation, but it might not be working. Oh, is it working? Okay, great. So that's good.
As far as I know, the last 8 Vegas in Space one-sheet posters are also out there for you.
The final
The last
8.
one's on Earth, as far as I know.
The final 8 that Phillip Ford knows about. So grab one while you can. And you have Dolls posters out there too.
I found 5 Dolls posters in my archive/storage unit.
So for all you San Francisco drag memorabilia collectors, you've got some shopping to do tonight, right here in the lobby. So for everyone that couldn't be here, sadly, there are a lot of people who are here tonight that we'd like to acknowledge. Yes, what we're gonna do, and they don't know this yet, so don't be shy. We know you're here, and you guys didn't know we were gonna do this, but Philip's going to introduce people who made this movie happen. And what we'd like to do is have them come up these stairs over here, come over across the stage, and start here to stand, and we're gonna create a giant chorus line of the people who made Vegas in Space, so that they can take their value tonight. So let's do this, shall we?
Here we go. We're going to try to go through this. As the Empress Nueva Gabor, Ginger Quest. Come on up, Ginger.
And as Lieutenant Sheila Shadows, songwriter and vocalist Ramona Fischer. Come on up.
Okay, Ginger has a giant bird. Ginger, you're right over here. Right over here.
Here comes Ramona. Next up, the other space cadet as Lieutenant Debbie Dane, Lori Naslund.
And as Lieutenant Dick Hunter, how about that for a stage name? And songwriter and vocalist Timmy Spence.
Someone who's been a great friend of mine for over 35 years, who's been a collaborator, and someone I really admire as an artist. He's responsible for all the beautiful color and vivid imagery that you saw in the film, our director of photography, Robin Clark.
And our cameraman who filmed that incredible, I mean, it was incredible, right? AP Gonzalez, come on up.
Robin and Al, thank you so much. You really
so great
made
that you
this. Next up, we have someone who masterminded the soundtrack, our sound designer, Bob Davis.
And as shop girl, Juanetta Whitehead, Silvana Nova.
She still got it. Look at her.
Hey, walk that way.
I I will say that is the actual jumpsuit Sylvana's character wore in Vegas in Space.
Wow. Good for you.
Next up is someone who played the international jewel thief Babs Velour, Sandell Kincaid.
And as the Martian lady driver, Janice Sakaitis. There's Janice.
Squeeze it out.
Come on up, girl. Someone who's been my friend since 1977, tourist Zorna Verga, Matthew Barton.
And as one of the lead vocalists on the Vegas in Space love theme, Katie Guthorn.
That's a lot of people. And the lead vocalist on Hey Hey Walk This Way, our suck finish for the film and the show tonight, Connie Champagne.
And providing additional dialogue as well as moral support, Lulu. There you go.
We're almost there. This next person was someone very special, has been a wonderful friend for many, many years. I first met him in 85, when we did the Vegas in Space Work in Progress screening at Film Arts Foundation. And he said to me, I'm programming a festival. Do you think your film will be done? And I said, when's your festival? He said, I think in 4 months. And I said, well, I don't know. In the end, it was 6 years. The recipient of this year's Frameline award tomorrow, a great friend, supporter who organized the original premiere, Bob Hawke. And last but certainly not least, someone who's not in the film because he was 6 years old when we filmed it. My darling husband, who did all the wigs for the show tonight, David Carver Ford.
I love romance.
Didn't I do good for myself? Finally, as Peaches mentioned, the co-producer of this wonderful event, and Phillip R. Ford on stage, Michael Verratti. And a few more words. I want to thank all the people at Frameline. They've been fantastic and incredibly supportive. And finally, I want to thank the person who made this dream come true, something I visualized and dreamed about for years and years and years. Thank you, Peaches Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, the cast and crew of Vegas in Space.
Let's do it right, San Francisco. Okay. On behalf of all the weirdos out there who got to see your movie and had their lives changed and knew there was a place for us, on behalf of all of these San Franciscans who are such fans and you make us proud to live in this city, why don't you take a bow together, the creators of Vegas in Space, and we're going to give you the appreciation and the love that you deserve for making this amazing movie. Ladies and gentlemen, the cast and crew, the creators of Vegas in Space. All right, so now don't go back to your seats yet. This is more terror for them, okay? What we're going to do is, we are going to have an encore number, and these people on stage are going to be part of the number. We're going to have a dance party up here on stage celebrating this movie before it screens. So we are going to set up for this number, but please just dance, celebrate, go crazy. It was Phillip's idea. Don't kill me. Look at the looks on their faces. Can you see that from out there? They're looking at me like, is she serious? Yes, we're gonna have a dance party. So we're gonna bring back to the stage the fantastically talented, you've seen her perform before. She's a local legend. Her Judy Garland is to die for. It is the Judy Garland. And she's going to take us out in our final number tonight. Are we ready? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the fantastic, the wonderful Connie Champagne!
When your lips are lined, the eyeliner's perfectly applied this time. Up on your toes, give your skirt a twirl. Strut down the street so happy, you're a girl. Shoes may be heavy, your gown a dress. But without a walk, you're not really dressed. So move in rhythm, those earrings will sway. Everyone sighs when you walk this way. Hey, hey, walk this way. Hey, hey, walk this way. Hey, hey, walk this way. Walk this way. The way you walk when your heels are spiked, your hairdo is high and your corset's tight. Divine squiggles and pink spot fur. Nobody says,
excuse me, sir.
your lips in a pout and your eyes so clear. Your legs waxed and your stockings sheer. Look like an angel, great pair of gams, but they don't give a damn if you walk like a man. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, walk this way. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, walk this way. Walk this way. Hey, hey, walk this way. Walk this way. Make us a girlfriend, you gotta improve. Put some grace and some pride in the way that you move. They're talking about you behind your back. Clean up your act, girl, you better face back. My beauty boosters have taken effect. Oh, what a feeling, nipples erect. Everyone smiles as I bounce down the street. Heels clicking to that feminine beat. Hey, hey, walk this way. Hey, hey, walk this way. Hey, walk this way.
Walk this way.
Hey, hey,
Thank you so much. Thank you again, all of you, for making this wonderful movie. We are going to clear the stage, and we are going to have a movie screening now. I think we've set the stage. Thank you guys so much. Oh my God. And that was the 25th anniversary tribute. So in 10 more years, we'll do it again, I think. So we're gonna clear this. Now one thing Michael and I did want to mention, how many of you have the DVD of Vegas in Space that Troma put out? So, you know, Lloyd Kaufman was a great champion of this film and distributed the film through Troma. As you know, Lloyd is quite a character, if you're familiar with Troma. And so you might remember he did that goofy intro at the beginning of the DVD. You remember? Well, he's done another goofy intro that he sent here special for us tonight. So before we get to the movie, we're back. We're getting rid of the DVD intro that Lloyd did, and you get to enjoy his special tribute for the 25th anniversary. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Phillip. Thank you, Frameline. And thank you, San Francisco, for showing up for this event. It's really special to so many of us. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado,